Yo, YouTube, Facebook, what's going on? What's going on? Listen, let me know where you're tapping in from tonight. It's good to see everybody. We're waiting on our guests. Listen, it's another Slow Feet Don't Eat. Guess you could call it a podcast. Really what this is an educational moment for the culture, for the real estate community. Again, like I've said before, I want to highlight people's first deals. It's really important stories. A lot of people are struggling to do their first deals. Think it's harder than it may be. Don't know exactly what those action steps may necessarily be. So this podcast, this YouTube, whatever we're going to call it, all right, Slow Feet Don't Eat, was created to show you guys how simple this business can be if you follow some very critical steps. Shout out to all my charged up family. I know y'all in here deep. Cassandra Howard, I see you in here. Maurice, what up? I see Donzale says, I'm getting a deal before the end of the month. Salute. Larry Kitt, what up? Die Acquisitions, what up, what up? Donzale says, I need to master comps, and it's over. I love it. I love it. Guys, tonight we're going to be having Kiara joining us. All right. We're going to be talking about the business, how she landed her first deal. This story's crazy. She got her first deal under contract in her first week of wholesaling. I can't wait for you guys to hear this. Latoya Mack, what's up? Jensen, what's going on? Tim, Dedrick. I see the fam is heavy. Guys, do me a favor. All right. You remember the old IGs we did? A couple of church announcements. Housekeeping rules. All right. Go share this on your social media. If you're watching this on Facebook, hit the share button. We want people to see these stories, right? These are important. I got something special coming for the real estate community here in the next few days. Can't wait to share it with you. I can't share it yet, but I want you to make sure that you stay on the lookout. All right. Because this stuff is going to be really, really good. So yeah, no, the story's going to be great. I see the students are in here. And Ghazi, what up? I see you in here. Brandon, what's going on? Ivan, what up? Donzale, what's your question on comps? What's your questions on comps? If you guys got a couple questions while we're waiting on our guests, go ahead and ask some questions. I want to answer them for you, all right? So go ahead, feel free to ask some questions. We'll knock them out. Aoka, what's going on? But yeah, comps is an important question. Some people don't understand comps. My method is a little bit different, all right, than what most people are taught or what you probably are used to seeing. I don't use the 70% rule. I don't care about repair costs, things of that nature. What I care about is the as-is method, all right, the charged up method of doing comps. My students know exactly what I'm talking about. How you can comp a property within 60, 90 seconds while you're on the phone with the seller. You can come up with your exact offer amount to know exactly how much you want to offer that seller so that you can get that deal under contract as quickly as possible. All right. Ransburg says, these are the kind of stories I love to hear. It is possible. Yeah. Charles Armstrong, good to see you in here. Yeah. No, these stories are important, man. It's important to hear people's first deal stories. Kiara is going to be sharing with us and talking about her journey so far. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be, really awesome to see. So we'll get her in here in a second. Downloaded my charged up list, ran through REI Skip, uploaded the batch list. That's awesome, man. Do your thing. I just paused your cold call breakdown. If you're going solo and don't have anyone to pass the phone to, how do you end it? Lock it up and set an appointment, or just set an appointment? This is a really, really good question. Kiara's backstage. All right, she's ready. We'll get her in here in a second. All right. So how do you end it? How do you, if you're solo, you do not have a team, acquisition manager, whatever the case might be, all right, how do you lock these deals up over the phone? Great, great question. Okay. So I like what we call the handoff method. Now, there's nothing wrong with handing the lead off to yourself. All right. And how I would do that if it was just me, no team, nobody else, is what I would say to the seller is, hey, Mr. Seller, I appreciate you taking some time to speak with me today. I would give them a price anchor. So I'd give them a low offer to start off the conversation. The students know exactly what I'm talking about. So I provide a price anchor. And then once I provided that price anchor, I let them know, hey, look, I'm going to speak with my finance manager. There's probably an opportunity for us to increase our offer. And I want to make sure that I get you the highest and best offer possible. I know you've owned this property for the last 12 years and you originally purchased it as an investment property. It's important for you to make as much money on that deal as possible. You absolutely deserve to get a return on your money. I'm going to speak with my finance manager if it's possible, if I could give you a call within the next 10, 15 minutes. I just want to run some numbers by my finance partner. And then once I do that, I'll give you a call back and I'll go over all the offer details. So Devil Dog, that's exactly how I do it. That's all you got to do. So Facebook user says, you just three-way CJ. All right, so you hit me on three-way and I'll get you straight. Yeah, no, that's facts. All right, that's facts. I close deals. Law clerk on demand, what's going on? So guys, I'm going to get Kiara in here. Kiara, what's up? What's up? How you doing tonight? Let me see if I can get you here. I got to unmute you. Let's see. Kiara, see if you can unmute the mic for me.
Hey, hi, everyone.
All right, what's going on? How are you tonight? We got Kiara. Do we have Kiara? All right, we'll let her drop back in here in a second. All right, we'll get her back in the door. Until then, I'm going to keep answering some questions for you guys. All right, so go ahead again, drop your questions in for me. Like I said, I want to answer those for you. But yeah, I mean, look, I see my U students in here saying, look, call one of us. If you got a question, give one of us a call and we'll help you out. My guy, Nate Phillips, is in here. Yeah, I love this, man. I love the excitement of people about wholesaling. I love the excitement around finding a simpler, easier way to do certain things. I think it's great, man, and I love it. You guys got great energy, man. So I'm excited for her to share her story. If we have some technical difficulties for some reason, we can't get Kiara on. I know she's trying to get it straight. Yeah, Maurice, yeah. Now we got to keep the fade tight. But I might end up teaching you guys some stuff tonight in case Kiara is having some technical difficulties. But I really want you guys to hear her story. So hopefully we can get her back in the mix. Good question. All right. So I don't have Facebook. So how else can I get with the Charged Up fam? Great question. All right. I'm going to drop the link for you to check out Charged Up. If you want to check out Charged Up, I'm going to drop the link to check it out right inside the comments. If you don't know what Charged Up is, when you see this, Charged Up is my coaching platform. It's a coaching community. It's a wholesale community where I teach you how to properly wholesale real estate, how to start off, get your first deal, go from doing a couple of deals a month to consistently doing deals every single month. So I'd be happy to have you in the U. All right. My U fam knows. All right. I'd be happy to have you in the U if it makes the most sense for you. I just put that in the comments. All right. So you can take this website right here. It's in the comments if you want to copy and paste. If you want to go check that out after the live, please go do so. If you think the U is a good fit for you, we'd love to have you in the U. If it's not, I understand. I wish you the best of luck. All right. Let's see. So the best motivated list to put together on PropStream. Good question. Listen, if you're first starting out, I'm not going to say it's the most motivated list, but the best list to start out on in your market is going to be the absentee vacant list. All right. The absentee vacant list. All right. So that's my favorite list. Now, PropStream, they just added, I believe, in the past few days, where you can add filters for seniors in your area. All right. So you can add where you can get, seniors. So you can add filters. So you can do something like absentee, vacant, 55 plus, let's just say. All right. So guys, to understand the benefit in that would be, somebody that's 55, 65 plus, you can set a filter for 2-story properties. All right. Those people are looking to downsize. They're looking to get into smaller properties. They don't want to continue to go upstairs, things of that nature. That can be a very highly motivated list. All right, so you definitely want to check that out. All right. Cassandra Howard, I see that you're in here. I love Cassandra's enthusiasm. She is working through it, figuring it out, putting her best foot forward. I'm excited to see her progress. Chris, check your DM on IG. I sent you a message about a foreclosure set for auction next week, and the R might be a deal for you. I will check that out. Brandon, drop your IG in the comments for me. Drop your IG in the comments. All right. So here's what I'm going to do while we wait for Kiara. Wait, did we just get Kiara back? I think we just got Kiara back. All right. We'll give her a quick second. Let's see what else we got. Is the process the same for properties set to go to tax sale auction, or are they already owned by the city? It's a great question. So tax situations will be different state to state. Now, here in Virginia, for example, our tax sale process is once a property goes to tax sale, all right, that in effect is foreclosure. There's no redemption period inside of that. Now, the city doesn't own the property at that point. It's put up for auction. If nobody purchases the property, the city will take back that property and then will own that property at that time. All right. Is it possible to close on a pre-foreclosure deal less than 2 weeks? In less than 2 weeks? Yes, it's possible if you can get title work completed. If you have a buyer that you can find that quickly, yes, it's absolutely 110% possible. All right. Kiara, can you hear me? All right, we might not be getting Kiara. I think it's a little broken up. So I apologize, guys, about that. Kiara, if you can hear me, if you can try to leave out and come back in, let's see if that will work. All right, we'll give her a second, see if we can make that work. Aria Brandon Alonzo. Brandon, I'll look for that when I get a second, and I'll see if we can make that work. You know, I'm going to do something while I'm waiting on Kiara. Let's see. I think I can see Kiara. Kiara, can you hear me at all? Kiara, can you hear me? Kiara, are you there? All right, maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. So is there going to be a U barbecue? Yes, guys, I'm looking forward to doing a meetup for you guys. We are going to do a U meetup. It's going to be super dope. All right. Here's what I want to do. I want to show you guys a couple of different things while we're waiting on Kiara. All right. I saw a question earlier about PropStream. How do you get the highest motivated list, things of that nature inside PropStream? So I'm going to show you guys a couple of tricks inside PropStream that are questions I see people ask all the time that people may not have the answer to. So I want to show you guys how to do something pretty sweet inside of PropStream. I'm trying to find buyers in a really cheap market. I'm walking into $10,000 houses all day, but maybe there isn't enough meat on the bone after repairs. Joshua, so it's possible, but deals are always going to be available. All right. So, you know, even though it might be 10,000, you got to take a look at the data in the market. Joshua, are you able to tell me what market you're referring to? Maybe we can look at this together on PropStream. All right. If you let me know what market, I'll pull it up for you guys right now and share my screen on PropStream so you guys can check that out. Yo, Coach, I've been in the cave a little minute. When is your next deal closing? Send me the business. I got to see, man. I think I got to close on tomorrow or Monday. Tomorrow or Monday. All right. Tomorrow or Monday. All right, guys, I'm going to show you something here in PropStream. Let me share my screen. And guys, I want you to do something for me. Once you can see that I am sharing my screen, I want you to drop a 1 for me in the comments. All right, drop a 1 for me in the comments. Do that for me. And so what I want to show you how to do, I see a lot of questions about Can you wholesale lots? How do you wholesale lots? It might be one of the biggest questions, all right, that I get. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys how easily you can wholesale a lot. Some of the best deals that we do, all right, are on lots. So let me take a lot that we did a deal on. All right, guys. So this is a lot that I recently did a deal on. All right. And so what I'm going to end up showing you guys is exactly how we figured out what price to offer on this lot and how simple this is and how you can make offers on lots within like within 30 seconds. This is so simple. So what I'm going to do, I'm in PropStream. If you do not have PropStream, go to chargedupdata.com, chargedupdata.com. Get a 7-day free trial so you can see how simple this works, okay? So I'm going to click on comparables and nearby listings. I'm going to go down and click on both. And so for the sake of my search, if you guys have watched my comp videos before, I'm going to start at 0.25 on this. Now, understand this is a vacant lot, all right, guys? This is a vacant lot. And let me give you some perspective too. So the tax assessed value on this lot is only $13,000. Now, if you could buy this lot for $13,000, trust me, you'd be making an insane amount of money, but that's not going to happen. So here's how this works, okay? So what I want to do is I want to sort my prop stream from the highest to the lowest, all right? So now I know my market enough to know that these properties here aren't going to fit in with my particular property. The ones that are going to fit my property, all right, are going to be really these ones that are 500,000 and under. So I'm going to take a number like 450,000. Okay. That's how easy it is, guys, to figure out how much you want to offer on a lot. And this is how you can make massive, massive profits by wholesaling lots. So you're going to take that number and you're going to multiply that number by 10%. So that's going to be $45,000. All right. You're then going to take that same exact number. So again, guys, $450,000. You're going to multiply that by 15%. All right. And so that's 67,000. So now in your mind, I know what you're saying right now is, hey, Chris, like that's a huge, huge range. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, how do we use that as an offer range? Okay. And so, guys, it's simple, right? So 10% gets you a really good deal. 15% gets you a pretty solid deal. So that top end is 67,000. Let's just say it's 70,000. So in this particular market, in this area, I know this is a really hot, highly desired part of town. Okay. So there's a ton of new construction going on. Everybody wants to build houses in this neighborhood. I have built tons and tons of houses in this neighborhood as well. So let's just use the high end of the mark. Let's just say 70,000. All right. Now we're going to take that same 450,000. And so you guys understand that 450,000, that is the ARV of the house that can go on the lot. Okay. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new range. That range is going to be 15%. So the same 70,000, but then I'm going to take it all the way up to 25%. All right. And so what I'm able to see and what I'm able to gather by doing this quick math is that I can sell the property anywhere from $70,000 to $110,000. All right. The builders will typically pay those amounts for property in this particular area. Guys, we ended up selling this property on assignment for $95,000. I didn't have to do a bunch of surveys. I didn't have to talk with the city. I didn't have to do a bunch of legwork. All right. I was able to figure out my offer in less than 2 minutes while speaking with the seller over the phone to know exactly what range we would want to be in to make an offer on this particular property. Now, you want to make sure the lot is buildable. To do that, you're going to look at the zoning ordinance for the city. You can type in whatever city this is. If you put in Richmond, Virginia, zoning ordinance, then the zoning ordinance is going to pop up. All you're going to do is go under property details, and you're looking for this right here. What I've highlighted, it says zoning. you're going to see R8 urban. So that is the zoning code for the city for this particular parcel of property. So all you're going to do is match up R8 in the zoning ordinance, and that is going to let you know exactly what could be built on the property. And you're able to take that information in the ordinance to figure out what could be built. But guys, simply enough, on lots, you're going to take the ARV of the house that could go on the lot. Your offer is going to be 10 to 15% of the ARV of the house that can go on the lot. You're then going to sell that deal for anywhere from 15 to 25% of the ARV of the house that could go on the lot. All right. If you guys understand this, if this is making sense, drop a 1 for me. I want to make sure you guys are getting this. All right. I'm going to wait a second, see if I see some 1s. Make sure everybody understands this. Okay, perfect. So you guys are getting this. Guys, it's the easiest. I love lot deals. I do a lot of lot transactions. It's so easy to figure it out. I see so many people confused on how this works. Guys, go pull a vacant lot list ASAP, okay? Go pull a vacant lot list ASAP for your market and get on the phone. Lot deals are easy to do. You don't have to worry about property condition, repair cost, all these different things. I really, really like vacant lots, all right? This is a good question. Will we use the same purchase and sale agreement? Yes, you're using the exact same purchase and sale agreement. Absolutely correct. Yep. Exact same purchase and sale agreement. So I want to show you guys that real quick. Another thing to understand, all right, on this is, so somebody says, well, because look, there's a different type of buyer for lots than there are going to be for houses sometimes, because, you know, some renovators don't do new construction. Some people who do new construction don't do renovations. Okay. And so what this is going to do is I'm going to show you how to find people who build houses who are incredibly great buyers of your deals. I'll show you how simple this is. So I'm going to put in the zip code for where that lot is located, 23223. Okay. So I'm going to set up some filters here inside of PropStream. So I'm going to jump into PropStream. I'm not going to select any of the quick choices. All right, guys, I know you guys love these quick choices. I like setting up the filters better. All right, because you want to control what you're doing. So I'm going to jump in here. And what I'm going to be looking for is pretty simple. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to put in single family under property type, property classification. I'm going to swap that to residential. Now I'm going to go down here to where it says year built. Now, guys, this is if you have a lot under contract and you're trying to figure out who do I sell my lot deals to. All right. So you're going to come in here, year built, and I'm going to put 2018. All right. And I'm going to not put anything on max. Okay. And so then I'm going to go down to MLS status. I'm going to take a look at this. All right. For the sake of this, I'm going to keep it actually pretty simple. Let's do pending, sold, pending, and active. All right. So guys, this is going to give me 106 properties with the filters that I just used. Okay. So I'm going to click on the first one that popped up. Just how easy it is. Okay. So I actually know this guy. All right. He builds a lot of houses in Richmond. Okay. And so here's a very easy way how you figure this out. Now, one, I've got his company information right here. I can send him a postcard, let him know that I've got a lot under contract and a zip code that he obviously builds in. So guys, it says year built right here, 2020. So these houses were literally just built. All right. They were just built. And so they look great. They're at a great price and they're listed on the market right now. All right. And so what I can see is it's pending. Pending, guys, means that the property is under contract to be sold. He's found a buyer for this particular property. Okay. So what I want to do is, yes, I could send a postcard to this address and maybe the person gets it. Maybe they don't. Who knows? Okay. Who knows? All right. The other thing that you could do, all right, is you could actually just go down, all right, and then right here, guys, under agent information, it tells me exactly who the realtor was for this transaction, who listed the property for that particular builder. The agent's phone number is right here. The agent's email, guys, is right here. I know that all I need to do is call this particular agent, let her know that I have a lot available in 23223. Hey, I see that you represented the builder for 1311 North 32nd Street. I've got a lot over on East Marshall Street that I think your client would be interested in. Could I send you over the details? And listen, oh, by the way, Miss Realtor, we're happy to pay you commission on the transaction. Or we would ask you to put on top of the purchase price the amount that you want to be paid as a fee for bringing us a buyer. All right, guys, it's literally that simple. Kiara, are you there? Are you there?
Yes, finally.
All right, here's Kiara. Here's Kiara. So look, Kiara, I was giving away some cold, charged up university game. Because listen, you know, these guys that are watching, they're used to watching YouTube and looking in Facebook groups. Not everybody is in the U. All right. So not everybody knows. You understand? Not everybody knows the game that we get and we give out inside the U. That's just not common knowledge. So I just gave you guys some quick nuggets. Do with it what you will. All right. If you want to make some money, I just showed you a very simple, easy, effective way to wholesale lots. And guys, here's the kicker. Not very many people are going after and targeting lots because they don't understand how to make them work. All right. So, Kiara, listen, I'm glad that you were able to make it. I'm going to skip some stuff. So let's get into it. All right. So, guys, if you appreciate that gem I just dropped, let me know in the comments, by the way. All right. So, Kiara, tell us who you are.
Can everyone hear me? You were talking, still freezing on my end.
We can hear you good.
Hear me clear?
Yes. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and get started. So, hey everyone, sorry about all the technical difficulties, but I'm on. All right. So I'll give a little bit of my story and how, and then I'll get to how I joined the U. So a little bit of my story. Of course, I did college, tried to break my family curse, the first one to graduate from college. While in college, I studied pre-med. My family's like, if you go to college, everyone that goes to college is a doctor. Like, you only could go to college to be a doctor. So I went thinking that was the only way you can go to college and, you know, to be a doctor. Of course, that wasn't what I liked. I didn't enjoy it. But I finished. I went through it. My senior year, I actually realized that wasn't what I wanted to do. Of course, I was trying to make my family happy because I'm the only person that actually graduated high school and went to college. So that was a big accomplishment. Everyone was so excited. They were like, you're going to be the first person to graduate high school. They were rooting for me. Realizing that's not what I wanted to do. Senior year, I was like, junior year, I was like, I have to do something else, but I'm come too far along in pre-med that I'm going to finish, but I'm also going to pick up a minor in business. I enjoy doing business. I enjoy like marketing. While I was in school, I was doing a whole lot. I was involved in my college.
All right, guys, look, we just lost Kiara again. She is up north and is having some issues with her internet, so we got to bear with her a second. Kiara, I think we got you back.
I can't hear her.
All right, so guys, Kiara's having some issues, so guess what this means? We'll give her a few minutes, but if she can't get it sorted out, I might drop another nugget for you guys. So listen, I want you guys to ask some questions while we're letting her get that figured out and get it straight. All right. Who's got some questions that we can answer? I want to help you guys with some stuff. You just saw exactly how to get lots under contract, how quickly you find buyers for those exact same deals. All right. Ask me some questions. Let's use this opportunity as a Q&A. We'll definitely get Kiara's story. Kiara, I see you moving around. All right. Are you back with us?
It
Brandon,
again, I'm gonna outside to see if that helps, or moving
all right.
outside my house.
All right, no problem, no problem. All right, let's see. I'm gonna answer some questions while you're doing that, Kiara. All right. So did I lock up the big deal on JD? All right. So here's a great question. So some my students know this. The general public does not. But I've got a 1.7, $1.5 million deal that I'm working on in Richmond, Virginia. That is a apartment complex that I'm working to get under contract to either wholesale or keep it and add it to my portfolio. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I shared that with my students. So that's one thing that I'm working on. Kiara, can you hear me now?
It's still freezing. I can hear you, but it's okay. Talk now.
Can you hear me? Test. All right. So what we're going to do, Kiara, we can't do it right now. Technical difficulties. Let's keep the show going because we want to make sure that guys and girls on here, right, that you get some game. So how to pull vacant lot list. All right. So here's a good resource for vacant lot list. List Source is great. If you guys aren't familiar with List Source, look up List Source. All right. Look up List Source. And this is a great place to get vacant lot list. All right. You can also do this inside of PropStream, guys, as well. If you want to get a vacant lot list inside of PropStream, you can do that by making the adjustments under property characteristics. All right. Under property characteristics, you can create a vacant lot list as well. All right. They've got a filter that literally says vacant lots. You select that and you will be able to pull that list. All right, guys. As a beginner, what is the best follow-up process? All right. What is the best follow-up process? So really simple. All right. I like to do things simply. So my follow-up process for you guys that I'd recommend starting out is if it's a hot, warm lead. So this is somebody that says they want an offer. Somebody says, yes, I'm interested in selling within 30, 60, 90 days. All right. What you want to do with these people is if you can't get them locked up, you want to follow up with them once a week. You need to make sure before you get off the phone to ask them, what is the best time to contact you during the week? Hey, what is the Randsburg? What is going to be the best time that you're normally available throughout the week so that I can make sure I give you a call, check back in and see if we can make something work. All right. And so once you know that, you want to follow up with them on a weekly basis. If you have a lukewarm lead, all right. So if you have a lead that is, it's what I'd call a maybe. All right. If they're a maybe, you want to follow up with them every other week. That's somebody that we want to follow up with every other week. Now, if it's what I call a cold follow-up. So if this is a follow-up where it's just the reality of it is that they're likely not going to sell it. All right. But we know that the money is in the follow-up, right, guys? We know that. So when they do decide to sell, we want to be front and center. So those leads, you want to follow up with them on a monthly basis. All right. On a monthly basis. Yeah. List Source is great. 110%. List Source is definitely great. Do you give an offer range before you go out to the house? So it just depends. All right. So sometimes we'll give an offer range, but what we generally do is we'll give a price anchor. So the price anchor, how that works is if, my target price to get under contract, let's just say it's $50,000. All right. My price anchor amount might be $30,000, $35,000. Now, guys, the point of the price anchor is not for the seller to bite at that. The sellers don't want to give you asking prices because it's a negotiating situation. All right. And so what this is going to do, all right, by using a price anchor method, what that does is it throws out a number to start the conversation so that you can now find out what that asking price may be. Okay. You can find out exactly what that asking price might be by doing that. All right. So what kind of questions would you ask a lot owner? I'm guessing the convo is a bit different. This is a really good question as well. So you're asking questions the same as the script. All right. So we're going to use our script, but what we're going to do differently here is that we don't have to get into a bunch of information about property condition. One important question that you want to ask lot owners is, hey, Candace, I'm curious, do you know if the lot is buildable or not? A lot of times owners of lots have done research on the property that they own, and they can tell you very quickly whether or not something is buildable or not. All right, because they've already done that research. All right. Can you comp a property for me that I have real quick and just need to see you do it again? Dunzile, if you come on live with me, then I'll do that for you. If you come on live with me, I'll do that for you. All right. Could you give a brief overview of the sales cycle? Lead gen, cold call, follow up, close, etc. All right. Now, look, Tyrell, I can't give you everything I give my students. All right. It wouldn't be fair to them. But here's what I will say. All right. Guys, don't overcomplicate wholesaling. You don't have to. All right. Now, I know wholesaling in general, the thought of it is daunting. You got to call people that you don't know. You got to have conversations with people you don't know. You don't feel confident about your comps. You're making comps. You're looking at different things, but you don't feel confident about what you're doing. Here's the big thing. This is very, very, very important. Guys, comps is a skill. There's no definite in comps. It's a gut feeling. It's comps in determining value, determining what offer you want to make is based on making an educated guess. All right. An educated guess. I think a lot of you guys are trying to find definite numbers for comps, and that's not how comps work. Comps are taking a look at the information and based on that information, making a determination in what you think a property is worth and what you think you should offer for that particular property. All right. When are you putting a book out with all things real estate? I'll buy the first copy. Look, maybe it might be on my 2021 goal sheet. I'm not sure. Maybe that's something I need to think about doing one day. So has anyone in your network had their text flagged for using words? What I think you mean is, are people getting their text flagged for specific words? The answer to that would be yes. All right. So there's certain words, guys, right now that are going to trigger your text messaging being blocked. And what that's going to do, all right, is create a situation where you're trying to text different sellers and you can't get that communication through. All right. So I'll give you guys a couple that are happening right now. And so what this is, by the way, so you guys are clear. So a lot of the cellular networks, your Verizons, your AT&Ts, Dunzale, if you give me your email, put your email in the comments. All right. If you put your email in the comments, I'll send you a link to join me on this call. So guys, these big networks, the, T-Mobiles, the Verizons, Verizon has a block right now on text that's going on with a lot of different platforms, unfortunately. All right. And so it's just one of those things, right? You got to be able to work through it. So I'm going to give you guys some of the words that are currently getting blocked on text messages. So out of the blue is a phrase that is getting blocked. Investment is a phrase that is getting blocked. Selling is a phrase that is getting blocked. Buyer is a word that is getting blocked. Cash, offer, apologize, apologies, investment. So guys, here's the thing that you have to understand about text. You got to find different ways to ask the question that you want to ask when you're reaching out and trying to contact a seller. All right. It's just something that you got to do. All right. Let's see. Let me see some more of these questions. And guys, Kiara had some internet issues. So unfortunately, she wasn't able to join us today. What I will do is I will make sure to have that conversation with Kiara. I'll record it for you guys and I will upload it to YouTube so that you guys can hear that story, because it's really important. She got her first deal in her first week that she started wholesaling, and she sold it within a month and was able to make $4,200. If $4,200, and then she was unemployed when she was doing this, guys. She bet her last couple of $100 on trying to make wholesaling work and was able to do that successfully, which is a really cool story. So I'll make sure to get that to you. We'll use the rest of the time that we got together, since she had technical difficulties. We'll use the rest of that time to do some Q&A so I can answer some different things for you, make sure that you guys have the game and the information that you need. Now, my students that are in here, some of our coaching calls, I teach you guys for up to 3 hours sometimes. It's because I love y'all, all right? And I want to see you guys win. You guys know how passionate I am about that. I can't do that for you guys. That's safe and reserved for my students, but I'm going to give you as much as I can in the amount of time that we've got. So right now we've got 20 more minutes. I'm going to give you as much as I can in terms of information and some game that you guys can take and use in the interim. All right. So let's see. So to leverage a marketing budget has increased a little bit. What would you do first to leverage and build consistency? Example, get a VA, add SMS, buy more lists. I work full time. What's the best move? So one thing you didn't tell me that's really important, all right, is, how much is your monthly budget? So I can't say to buy more lists. All right. It's hard to say to buy more lists without knowing how much or what your budget is currently right now. Kiara, are you able to hear me by chance?
I'm trying. I'm outside where it doesn't freeze. I think right here.
All right. Does that work? Does that work?
Yeah, this is working. So I'm gonna just have to stand outside.
All right. Well, I'll try to make it quick for you. So look, let's dive back into what we were saying. So kind of pick back up your story. So let me kind of set the stage a little bit so people understand. So maybe I'm skipping a little bit, but let me try to help out. So you've always had like that hustler in you, right? Like I remember your first coaching call, you joined the program. We have our huge calls every week. And you start talking, and I'm like, yeah, she's got that talk game. All right. So like, how have you taken that? What were you doing before real estate? How did you find real estate? How did you find the you? And then how did you get this first deal? Kiara, can you hear me? All right, we can't get Kiara. Listen, I want you guys to do this for me. Show Kiara some love, all right, in the you, and when you see her on social media for trying to make it work for us. But we just can't get the connection right. But we will get that story told so you guys can hear it. So where do you get buyers for lots from? Brandon, I went over this. I'll do it for you guys again really quickly. All right, I'll do it for you again real quickly so that you guys understand, because this is really, really easy to do. All right. All right. So again, the lot that I had was in 23223. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to put in some filters. So again, I'm going to change property classifications to residential. And guys, if you don't got PropStream, go get a free trial for 7 days. Again, chargedupdata.com. All right. So then I'm going to change property types to single family. Then I'm going to have year built. So I've got it 2018, and I'm not going to put anything on the max. Okay. And so now I've got 106 results. So I'm going to use a different property example this time. So 2701 Y Street. So boom, here's the buyer, or here's the owner that built this property right here. Okay. Here's their mailing address. So again, if you want to send them a postcard, you can send them a postcard. All right. But what I like to do better, because it's faster, all right, and it allows you to do much better deals, okay, is I like to go here under MLS details, all right, and just scroll all the way down. And guys, listen, the realtor who represented the builder is right here. So that you guys understand what I'm saying, the realtor who represented the builder is going to have a personal relationship with the builder. They're going to know that know that builder personally. Guys, their phone number for the realtor that represented them is right here. Their email, guys, is right here. All you have to do is call them up and bring this realtor into the wholesale deal. Now, I'm not saying you split your fee with them or anything like that, but what you can do is you can let that realtor know, hey, I have a lot that I'm selling in a zip code that you represented a builder in recently and that builder was Keza Management LLC. I've got a lot that I think they would be interested in purchasing. I'm selling it for $30,000. You're able to add your commission on top of that. But I think it'd be a great deal for your client. I think it'd be a good opportunity for you as well to bring them another deal if you were able to do that for me. And so, guys, these realtors are going to want to work with you because these realtors want to make commission. These realtors want to do deals. All right. And guys, all you got to do is use those filters that I just gave you. Look at this. Another property built in 2019, brand new property. Here is the company that built it right here, guys. All right. Company that built it is right here. Again, boom, MLS details. I'm just going down. And again, agent information. Here is the agent that represented the builder right here. Guys, trust me. This is how I sell lots all the time. This is so easy to do. Here's another one right here. Same exact thing. And here's the cool part, guys. When it says cash sale right here, I'll give you this nugget. When it says cash sale right here, this is an easy way to pay attention and see what deals might be going for in your area. All right. So you see that it was a cash sale. All right. Now they don't have it on here because it was a sheriff's deed. So I'll show you another example of that. But the thing is the same, guys. The agent information is right here. All we got to do is call the agent and let them know we have a deal that their buyer, Pernick LLC, is building in this area, guys. This is the easiest way to find buyers, man. So easy. I'll take you another one. So here, right here, 2318 R Street. So we're doing the same thing. This house was built in 2018. So I'm going to go back under MLS details and boom, I've sold 3 lots in the last couple of months to this exact realtor right here. He has relationships with multiple builders in the area, and I've sold him a bunch of different lots. Guys, it's the easiest way to sell lots, I promise you. Easiest way, all right? Lots are absolutely great. And again, guys, I apologize that, Kiara had some technical difficulties, but like I said, we'll get that story out for you guys as well, all right? Let me see what we got here. So, when it comes to closing on land, can a timeline be shortened? Do you recommend it? Guys, this is very, very important to understand. You want to put timelines for land at 30 days. Sometimes it's going to be more than 30 days. I've built lots of houses myself. Something that's important when you're building houses is sometimes you need time to do different types of due diligence. Maybe you need to do an analysis on the lot. And when I say that, maybe a soil test or a survey or talk to the city. So you want to talk with your buyers in your market to see what type of time they would need to close. Should be around 1K. Is that normal? How should I approach this? I'm not sure what you mean on that. What if you find a larger parcel of land, say 20 acres? Is it considered wholesaling it? All right. So guys, this is a great question. All right, but here's how larger pieces of land work. So what I'm talking about, guys, is considered an infill lot. So this is something like you'd see houses on both sides, and there's a lot in between those houses. Oftentimes you see that down in the city in different areas. Those are lot deals that we do. They're great deals to do. Now, what LV is talking about here is if you've got something that's 20 acres, this is a big piece of land, all right, with nothing on it. Guys, what you have to do is you have to take a look at the zoning of that property. And you have to be able to tell by looking at the zoning what is the highest and best use for that particular property. So what could go on those 20 acres? Now, if you're just starting out, if this business is brand new for you, don't go try to chase down 20 acres. Don't try to do that. What you want to try to do is chase down the infill type lots, all right, that I told you guys about. That's what you want to try to do, okay? Not going to front. I called a dude with 14 lots in June when I didn't know anything and didn't call back. Definitely calling tomorrow. Listen, double dog knife. That's why I'm here, man. That's why I'm here. And for the culture, want to see you guys win. All right. I want to see you guys win. Yeah, guys, look, vacant lots are great. I make a lot of money on vacant lots. You guys should absolutely check it out. All right. Again, you're not trying to chase down, guys, properties on, you're not trying to find huge pieces of land. If you're just starting out, it's going to be past your experience level. So I don't want to tell you to go chase out and do the wrong thing. All right. You want to chase down deal opportunities or lots that are what are considered infill lots. So again, these are houses in the city where there's a vacant lot there, maybe a house burnt down, maybe there's a house with an extra side yard on it that could be a lot. You want to try to find those types of things, guys. All right. So guys, look, I gave you some vacant lot game that you guys can take and use. I'm not going to put this up on YouTube. All right. I'm not going to put this up on YouTube because I can't let everybody have this. So this stuff is only going to be for the people that are on here tonight live. Since Kiara has some technical difficulties, I gave you guys some game. I'm going to do some more Q&A for the next like 10 minutes. So if you have any more questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer those for you as well. So what about commercial buildings? Is it the same process in contracts? It depends. Okay. So guys, here's the thing. If you're just starting out, don't try to go chase down commercial deals. Because here's the thing about commercial that you have to understand. In commercial, you have to be able to take a property, and let's just say you're trying to look at an office building or apartment complex or whatever it might be. You have to be able to base it on what the highest and best use of the property is. So if you don't have the experience to figure out what that highest and best use is, you're not going to be able to create a deal opportunity out of that. So if you can't look at a building and look at the zoning and see that the highest and best use is converting it into 20 apartments, the person you would want to sell it to is the person that would put in 20 apartments. But if you can't figure out that that's what could go in the property, you don't need to be trying to chase down commercial. All right. You want to make sure you got the experience level for that. Is there a difference in the way you run comps for a land deal and an HOA? No, there's not a difference in how you run. The value is the value. Okay. The difference is that, again, you'd have to, you just have to pay the HOA. Is the replay going to go to the U? Of course. Devil Dog, look, you know me. Of course. All right, guys, listen, my U students, you guys get my replays. So, yes, I will make sure you guys have this replay. This won't go up on YouTube, but I'll make sure you guys have it inside the coaching program so that you guys can get busy on doing lots. And I'll tell you what, on our call that we're doing tomorrow evening inside the group, I'll do it on lots and we'll deep dive into this a little bit more so you guys understand exactly how to put this together. All right, because I'm telling you, lots are great deal opportunities. You got to just take some time to figure out what the zoning is in your area. That's the work that nobody wants to do. You got to pull up the zoning information for your city, and you got to be able to take a look at it, all right, and figure out what the zoning features are in your area so you can make that happen, all right? Does it work in small towns too? It works anywhere where there's property being built. Now, if you're in a small town and you see different lots, but you don't see any active new construction going on in that small town, then nobody's going to want to buy the lot because nobody's building in the area, right? So you want to make sure it's an area that is getting actively built in. Shout out to Sarge. I see my guy Sarge in here. What's going on? Gonzalez, yes, I'll go live with you real quick. I didn't see your email. Did you drop me your email? Here it is right here. I got you. Hold on 1 second. I'll bring you into the live. Give me a second. I'm going to email you over a link so that you can join, all right? Give me 1 second. Let's get Gonzalez in here. And we'll answer your question for you, Gonzalez, once I get you in the building. And guys, look, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. Again, like I said, apologies on the technical difficulties. But look, that's what it is when you go live. Sometimes stuff's going to go left. That's how life and business is in general. Sometimes things aren't going to go the way you expect it to go. You got to be able to pivot, move into a different direction. You got to be able to keep things going. All right. So let's see. Brick. What is it? Brick by brick. It's a long email, Gonzalez. All right, Gonzalez, listen, I sent it to you. I'm going to let you drop into the live tonight. All right. So I just dropped it over to you. Go to that link to join. All right. And I'll bring you in so we can chat. Let me see some more of these questions. Let's see. Coming back to the U soon. Tyrell, listen, just going to be honest. All right. Look, we love to have you back. All right. But here's the thing. Guys, when you're in the U, you got to be committed. We're teaching you how to really do the business, how to really make things happen, but you got to put in the work. Tyrell, come back to the U. Let's get busy and get paid. All right. What if you can't find cash comps to compare off of and it's all MLS sales? The concept is the exact same. All right. If you go in my free Facebook group, click on videos. I've got a comp video in there that's like an hour or two long. I'm not sure, where I break all this stuff down for you. Not necessarily lots, but I break down your question, all right, as far as comps. Cassandra, I was afraid to call it first, but finally got it in my head that these people can't see me, nor do they know me. So if I mess up, on to the next. I give that person to one of my wholesaling friends. Yes, it's that simple to understand, guys. These people don't know you. All right, they're not ever going to meet you if you don't do a deal with them. Just got to get on the phone and make the phone calls. Got to get on the phone and make the phone calls. I called a seller about a vacant. Turns out the city knocked it down a few months back. She still has the land. Now I'm not sure how to approach because my research shows the offer. Look, you got to do what I just showed you, RJB. All right. I buy tear downs and stuff like that all the time. Those are great, great deals. You need to reach out to her because now all she has is a lot. There's no house there anymore. I answered that one. Let's see. Let me see what others we got. If we find a good deal in commercial, can you JV it with us? Yes, you can always reach out to me to JV. If it's in a market I'm interested in, I'll JV it with you. That goes for all of my students. If you guys have deals you want me to JV with you on, all right, you can let me know. Now, I can't call every single seller for you. I have over 300 something students, so I can't call every seller for you or anything like that. But if you have a deal that's ready to go, I'll take a look at it and see if it makes sense. And if it does, all right, I'll JV it with you. Okay, I've JV'd deals with multiple students in the U already. So quick question. How are you sequencing texting sellers? Text X amount of sellers every day or X amount a week? Listen, you want to try to get off a minimum of 50 text messages an hour, 50 to 100 text messages an hour. Now, if you're one of my students, all right, Otis, I'm not sure if you are, but if you're one of my students, so any of my students watching this right now, all right, this is something important for you guys. I'm working on some modules for you right now that's going to break down exactly how to do text and voicemail drops to sellers. Listen, look, I got to make sure now that I don't put this out anywhere but the U. Listen, the game that's going to be in these modules on how to text and drop voicemails to sellers is going to be absolutely incredible. So you guys that are still not on the phones the way that you need to be, you know who you are. All right. This is going to be helpful to you. You guys that are already crushing it on the phones, talking to sellers, this is going to complement your business and increase your leads and increase your deal flow. All right. So in a week or so, those modules are going to be ready. Of course, my students, you guys will get notifications letting you know that it's up and ready to go. Some of you guys with full-time jobs and different things, this is really going to be a game changer for you. All right. So I'll get back to some of these questions. Gonzalez, what's going on? You got to unmute for me.
Sorry. How you
what's
doing,
going on, man?
And I don't really be tripping off this, but I just wanted it's because I got a weird name. It's actually pronounced Donzel, like Denzel, but it's Donzel. Yeah, it's kind of weird. My mom she was doing her thing.
She was being creative, man. I respect it.
Everybody love it. You know, I get compliments on it and stuff like that. Ortiz, one or the other. You got to hate it or love it.
All right, say it for me one more time. Make sure I got it.
Yeah, Donzel. What's up,
Donzel.
buddy? What's up, buddy?
Cool. All right, so Donzel, tell me what your question was.
So my question is just, I know you went over it before in the U, and I looked at it then, but I just wanted to go over like a specific property that I actually had, and just that I think that example would just give me like you doing it that way. I think to give me a better understanding of comprehending how you do them.
All right, so as long as you're good with the address being public and all of that, we can do it right now live.
Yeah. I got a lot of properties. Like I said, I got a whole list here, so I ain't worried about nobody. So we can work together. That's what I'm in the U and everything for. So I ain't tripping.
No doubt, man. We appreciate you in the U fam. So what's your what's the address?
So it's 671 Sunset Boulevard, and I'm in Mansfield, Ohio. And that's gonna be 44907.
Got it. All right, let me put this on the share screen.
And it's Sunset Boulevard. No problem. Let me know. Yeah, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio.
I'm guessing that Sunset Boulevard is not the same as the Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood out in Ohio. Right?
No. It ain't going on down like that. But what's so crazy is when you was talking about the lots, because I literally can like go outside right now, walk up the street, hit a right, and it's a lot. And I'm gonna show you tomorrow, like in the daytime stuff. Like I'm gonna see you on Instagram, I'm gonna show you. But pretty much I live like in these apartments, and when you walk up, as soon as you walk up, it's like all nice houses, like they're getting newly built. So it's like the perfect lot, like you said, like it's like literally like houses that's like $300,000, houses, like, and it's like one right there, and then it's just at literally the top of the street, it's just a big vacant land. And I'm like, and I didn't know what to do with it, and I just kept seeing the sign. I'm like, man, I don't really know about the vacants, but that's funny that you said that. You see how God work?
Nah, he do, Warren. He's always on time. Look, they say, look, Donzel, they said they said Chris always messing up somebody's name.
No, I mean, I'm telling you, I got a weird name, man. Like it's like you actually did better than most people. Like some people be Benny and the Butcher in it. So it's all good, man. I appreciate you even having me on here, like I said. So
yeah, man, no, absolutely. And I appreciate you jumping on real quick. All right, so let's look at the deal you got.
Yep. Yes, sir.
All right, so you're trying to figure out what the value of this is?
Yeah, just like the kind of like the comp of it, and like how I could really like, because I know you said it's like you explained it, like it's really no real way of doing it, but I just wanted to see like the most simplest way, because the first way I was taught was the like the repair times the
we off all that. We won't waste time doing all that. All right, so let's look at this together. We'll look at this with people right now, and we'll figure this out. So check this out, right? So when we look at this, guys, the first place that I'm going to start when I look at comps, you got to check the status. We want to make sure that it says off market, all right? Because we want to make sure it's not listed with a realtor or anything like that. The other place I'm going to look is where it says mortgage and debt summary, all right? So this property, there's no liens on the property. There's no open mortgages on the property. So this seller owns this property free and clear. All right. Which is great. All right. So then I'm going to jump into comparables and nearby listings.
Right. And you use both, right? Yeah. Both.
Yeah. I'm going to hit both. And I'm going to preface this before we go any further, Donzel. So guys, again, the charged up method of comps is different. All right. We do not do 70% of ARV and what are the repair costs and going to the property with a checklist and a clipboard y'all ain't contractors. All right. You're not contractors. All right. So we've developed a very easy, quick way to do these comps. All right. So you can do these comps very fast while you're talking to sellers over the phone, and you can figure out how to do this. Guys, I see somebody asking what software is this. All right, guys, if you want to get a free trial of the software that I'm using, go to www.chargedupdata.com. I'm telling you, this is the wave. The software is amazing, and it allows us to quickly comp properties. So I'll show you exactly how we use it right now. So I'm going to go in here to distance first. I'm going to change it to 0.25.
0.25.
Okay. And so then here's a short list of comps in that distance. So I'm going to change this from lowest to highest. All right. So I'm going to change it from lowest to highest. So what I'm going to look at first is there's one picture of this property. So outside picture. So
and now the reason why I picked this too, sorry to cut you off, is like I said, all of this stuff right here is in walking distance of me, like that lot I was telling you about. So it's literally like right there. You know, I ride past it every day, and then I actually skip traced the information, and I called the guy, and I think he is one of those people that when you like, I guess you can't call them, they're on a list or something to where you can't like speak to them or something, do not call or something like that. So I seen that, but I was gonna call him anyway, honestly, just because it's been sitting there for a long time. Like it don't look like that. Like the grass ain't cut. It's like the perfect house that y'all be saying, like, oh, go get that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, absolutely. So when we look at this, right, Donzel, so this is an all brick house, it looks like. All right, for the most part. Which, guys, the thing you got to know about brick is it can't be but so bad. All right,
like
it's not going to be falling down. All right, so we see that it's brick. So let's go back to the comp. So we don't have any interiors. So based on your conversation with the seller, what is the interior of this property like?
Right, which I have your script too printed out right here. So I'm gonna do it that way. Ask them the questions about the property and stuff.
Got you. So let's assume that since we don't know right now, let's assume that it's in the same condition of this Courtright Boulevard comp.
Okay.
So that one sold for 66. All right. So when we take a look at this, we see that this isn't in like renovated condition. This is like it's in decent condition, livable condition, rentable condition, right? So this is one quick basis way to look at a comp. So you can assume, it's safe to assume, all right, that I could sell a property right here on Sunset if it's in the same or similar condition as Courtright for $66,000. Now here's the deal. So we've only got one comp. So what we need to really do is we need to back out the distance. I'm going to take it from 0.25 to 0.5, and you see that opened up a whole lot more comps, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to click this once because I want to sort this from the lowest to the highest. So we've already looked at Courtright. That was at 66, okay? Now we're going to look at this again, and we're going to see that this one sold for 85. So we'll take a look at those pictures. And again, guys, the point of pulling up the pictures and looking for comps with pictures is because when you're speaking with the seller by phone, you're looking to match the conversation of the condition up with a comp in the area that can help you determine the value. If you guys understand what I'm saying, drop a 1 for me in the comments. I want to make sure that you guys get this, okay? And so what this does, all right, is again, we're looking at the condition, and it's the same, right? It's dated, but it's livable. Somebody could go live in it right now, right? So the other thing that you want to do in this is, see, now we're running into a situation where we don't have any comp lower than Courtright, right? So we only have one condition to base off our value right now, our offer right now. And that lowest number is Courtright. So here's a ninja trick that if you guys have PropStream, again, I've got it up on the screen, chargedupdata.com. You can get a free trial. Let's reverse this, Dunzo.
We're going to switch this trial. I just paid for it, and I've been paying for it since. I've been paying for it. I ain't even been getting no deals, but you got to do that sometime.
Deals takes time, and you got to invest in your business.
You got to invest.
You got to invest in your business.
You don't spend no money, you ain't gonna make none.
That's a Fendi fact. That's a Fendi fact. So let's go look at this one that went for 145 a couple weeks ago. Okay.
It's a nice area. I'm like in the middle of like a whole bunch of nice houses. That's what I'm saying. It's weird.
Yeah. So we pull this one up. So again, we got a situation where the house is a bit dated, but again, it's in decent, good, livable condition, right? Now that's a condo. So I'm gonna use this one on Woodland. Same thing, right?
Sorry, I guess this is not the best address, I guess.
No, it's perfect. It's actually okay. Cool. Because these are real life situations,
right?
You guys are going to run into. You got to know how to handle it.
Yes,
all right. So looking at this, we can go back and look at this and use that comp for 66. All right. So that's because that's the lowest comp that we got, and these are all in kind of similar condition. You get what I'm saying?
Is that typically what you're trying to do? Find the lowest comp, right?
It's not. You're looking for the lowest comp, but here's what's actually the important part. You're looking for the lowest matching condition comp. Because the lowest comp doesn't matter if it's not in the same condition of the property you're looking at.
Right.
And so, guys, this is why the script is so important that I give you guys in the group. Because when you use the script, Donzel, I know you noticed because you got the script in front of you, right? That property condition part of the script, that property condition part of the script, you got to ask the questions about the property condition so that you can hear what condition the property is in from the seller, and then go look at your comps and then match it to the comps. All right. It's a simple process, right? And so you go in, you match it in. In this example, we're going to use the $66,000 comp. Now, let's just assume maybe that Sunset is in worse condition than this particular property on Courtright. That could be possible. Now, what you would do, and we don't have one here necessarily, it looks like, we can look at Lexdale. What you're looking for is a property that may have been flipped in your area, and you can just go in and look and see what that property before it was flipped sold for, and that will give you an idea of what properties are selling for, all right, that before they're rehabbed, okay? But in this example, we would use the $66,000 as our basis for our comps, and we would make an offer. Now, we're not going to go offer $66,000. That $66,000 means that's what we could sell the property for potentially. Now, because there's a lack of other low comps, what I would likely do is I would look at this not based on $66,000, but likely based on like $55,000 or $60,000. Okay, and you want to lock it up with a gap in that. So if you want to make $5,000, you need to get it for $50,000. If you want to make $10,000, you need to get it for $45,000. All right, Donzel, does that answer that for you? All right, I can't hear you right now, but hopefully that helps you out. And
can you hear me now?
Got you. I can hear you now.
No, I was saying I truly appreciate it, man. I think that's good for me. You pretty much explained it as best as you can. I comprehended it. I'm about to get busy, man. Ain't nothing else to talk about. Just get some deals. You'll be hearing from me tomorrow.
No doubt. Yeah, guys, my students, look, we got a call tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Cool.
All right. And look, we'll get to it, and we'll go over some cold game. I'm going to talk about vacant lots on our call tomorrow, and go over those for you guys tomorrow, so you can implement that into your arsenal in you guys' business. Donzel, anything else you got before I get you out of here, my man?
That's pretty much it. For real, like I said, I truly appreciate that. That was a big help for me, and I think that was my only concern. Like I said, I can talk to anybody, so like anybody on here needs somebody to talk to people, I'm the illest with that. You know what I mean? I did call center my whole life. So, but other than that, I just want to connect with everybody again. Appreciate the opportunity to be on here, Chris. Really do, man.
Much love, man. I appreciate you, man.
No problem. See you.
All right. Peace. All right. I appreciate him jumping on. That was awesome. So, good question here. So you run comps while talking to the seller, guys. Yes, I run comps while I'm talking to sellers. My callers on my team, they talk to sellers while running comps right here inside of PropStream. But this is going to take you time. You're not going to do this when you just started out, all right? But you have to practice it. As you practice it, as you get familiar with your market, you're going to be better at being able to do this kind of stuff, guys. All right, I'm going to answer the remaining questions, and then I got to get out of here. But again, guys, I appreciate you being with me. Apologize about the technical issues. This will go. This video will go to my students. All right, so you guys know where to find that, and we'll get Kiara's story at a later date once she's not having any internet issues, and we can make that happen. All right. Let me see. Make sure I answered all the questions. This is a good one. So, can you put them on a brief hold and run it and say you have been approved for the price anchor? Inspire her. Even though I mess up names sometimes. All right. Yes, you can absolutely do this. So this is a very good way to get better at it. So I don't want you on the phone with sellers like getting nervous because you're trying to run comps at the same time. Ask the seller if you can put them on a brief hold. Hey, I need to check with my finance manager. I want to make sure I get this offer over to you. Can I put you on a 30 to 60 second hold while I check in with them? And then go ahead and run your comps. Take a quick analysis of what's going on. And yes, develop that price anchor number. Where can I find more information about the U? It's the $1 million question, man. That's the $1 million question, right? Where can I get information about the U? Look, I'll drop the link for you guys. Again, if you guys are interested in the U, if you think it would be a good fit for you, we'd love to have you. We have a huge community of 350 plus people that are members of my coaching program, my folks, my squad, my team, my U family. All right. If you're interested in joining, you can go to the link that I'm dropping right here. All right. I just dropped the link for you guys. You can go there to check out the U and see if it's something that makes sense for you. No, guys, the class tomorrow, Charles, this is for a different U group. So you are in the upper class group. This is for the freshman group tomorrow at 5 o'clock. My guy Sarge, that's my guy. Shout out to the U fam. Shout out to the U fam. If you're on a dollar, you have to comp while on the phone. Yeah, you guys, you got to get used to running comps on the phone. I promise you, you want to learn and understand how to do comps while talking to sellers over the phone. All right. You absolutely want to do that. Can you put a property under contract in another state? Absolutely. You absolutely could do that. All right, guys. So for anybody who asked how you can get more information about the U, take a look at the comments. I left a comment with exactly how you can find out about my coaching program. After you take a look at it, if you want to join, click on the green button, I think. All right, I think it's green. Click on the green button, all right, and it says join Charged Up University today. If it makes sense for you, join the squad. If it doesn't, if it's not the right fit for you, do not join, all right? Chris, when are we going to get more info on the U merch? Actually, I got a message about it getting finalized while I was on this live with you guys. Let me see. Let me see if I can give y'all a sneak peek real quick. I don't know if y'all can see this. Wait. I don't know if y'all can see it. But the heat is coming. All right. The heat charged up U face mask for the students. The shirts are coming on deck. Y'all know me. You know I like my crew necks. All right, so the U crew necks are coming as well, guys. U crew neck. And look, the merch, by the way, to be clear, the merch is only gonna be for the U fam. If you're not in the U, if you're not U fam, sorry in advance. All right, the merch is for my students. You guys get it at cost. We're gonna rock the gear, man. The team is gonna be real fly, man. The team is going to be real fly, so I can't wait for that. But we just got it signed off on. We're getting it right. It's going to be coming for you guys very, very soon. Sophia Lynch. Shout out to Sophia. Good to see you in here. You fam. Thank you. Hope you all have a great night. Can tell you guys about you do is the best thing for me and my family. I have 4 kids and a husband, 1 income. Charged Up gave us a blessing. Look, I love the Lynches. Thank you guys for being in the coaching program. Thank you guys for being in the U. I've loved seeing your growth. I love seeing you guys have success, close deals, make money, be able to support your family. That new personal house you guys are getting ready to get. All right. I'm excited for you guys. I love it. I love it. Chris, what is the picture on your shirt? This is Bruce Lee DJing. Bruce Lee DJing. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. At what point during the probate process can we get a contract signed? For instance, they just filed. Look, you want probate to be completed, all right, because somebody's got to be able to sign it once the probate is done. So once somebody's been able to, you're talking to the person who applied for the probate, okay? You want to have that person sign the contract, get it done. Look at it. Jensen Sanders just locked up my first deal today. Big boss salute. Much love. Congratulations. My guy, Nick, good to see you in here, man. I'm going to have to get you on here at some point, all right? Keep doing your thing, man. Keep putting in the work. Guys, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Did I miss anything? I want to make sure. I don't want anybody getting mad at me saying, Chris, you answered my question. Let me make sure I got everybody straight. I believe I do. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. You know what? I did miss one. This is my fault. Courtney F., I apologize. Do you recommend list source for good leads? I've been pulling lists from PropStream. Before I can say anything, almost all the owners know why I'm calling. They get the same calls all the time. Okay, so look, you want to test out different lead sources. Check out my site, chargeduplist.com. All right, check out ListSource. ListSource is great. But here's the reality, and I want you guys to make sure you understand. Everybody's going to be getting multiple phone calls. You're not going to, like, there's not a list that's going to be a list of people that aren't getting contacted. This is important to understand. So don't focus on trying to find a list that nobody is going to have other people calling them. What you want to focus on is working your script. If you're one of my students that have my script, you got the coldest script in the game. You want to make sure you're working your script properly, building the proper rapport with the people that you're speaking with, and that will get you to where you're looking to go. All right, that will get you there. How often do you do sight unseen deals? Pretty much every deal I do is sight unseen. Almost all the deals that we lock up, we do it without taking a look at the property. The 1.7 that I'm working on an apartment deal on right now, I have not been in any of those units before. All has been done over the phone. Never met the seller yet in person, and that's 1.7 million. All right, so yeah, we do sight unseen quite a bit. Lakers world champs. So shout out to the Lakers, man. Shout out to the Lakers. All right, NBA champions. You guys, you know what it is. That's all I'm going to say on that. All right. Guys, I'm out. Much love. Everybody be good. I'll see you guys next Thursday. Let me tell you what we got coming next Thursday. So next Thursday on Slow Feet Don't Eat, I'm going to help you guys with something that's super important. Super important. I see this asked all the time. And I said to myself, I want to make sure you guys understand how to do this the right way. So I see people ask in my group all the time. I see people ask in different forums online as well. They say, hey, how do I comp a duplex? How do I figure out the offer on a duplex? How do I figure out the offer on a quad, a triplex, whatever the case might be? I'm going to break that down for you guys next week. I got a special guest coming through, a really great guy. He's going to be joining me. We're going to break down exactly how you guys should be looking at those deals so that you can learn how to wholesale duplexes, triplexes, quads, small multifamily deals that the other wholesalers don't know how to do because they don't have 10 years of experience in the game to be able to teach it to you. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to get out of here. Much love. If you want more information on Charged Up, go to my Instagram at the Chris Jefferson. Click the link in my bio. It will tell you more information about Charged Up University. Until next time, guys, everybody be good. Much love. Peace.